Okay, so we got our third gym here, and Wally's blocking it here. Okay, now hold on. Don't you think you're pushing it? Yeah, you are pushing it with your level 16 Ralts. I mean, I mono Pokemon a lot, but at least I'm good about raising their level. I don't know how he got this far with just a level 16 Ralts. It is level 16, right? Yeah. I've fought him so many times. Some trainers I've just fought so many times that I just automatically know what they have. Ember. I wonder if it would have killed it in one hit if I'd used Peck. I don't get a same type attack bonus, but Ralts has kind of a weak physical defense, so... Anyway, alright. I lost. Of course you lost. What were you expecting? You only have one Pokemon on your team. Alright, bye guys. It just dawned on me, you're the trainer that kept his eye on Wally while he caught his Pokemon. Why don't you visit us in Turf at some time? Sure, Wally. Okay, I'll do that sometime later. Hi, I was watching that match. You're friends with Wally, but you beat him up and didn't hold anything back. Okay, so at this point in the game, you have several choices. You could visit that game corner over there. You could immediately face the gym. You could go onto Cycling Road and fight the trainers there. I'm taking the most direct route here. Now I'm just going around everyone. I think this is really the only kid in this gym that you have to fight, just because you run across him, and all he's got is this Zigzagoon that strangely knows Thunderbolt. Now, the reason I'm training Combusken, particularly right now, is because this is where he comes in handy. He's a fire type, and a lot of Pokemon in this gym... Actually, you know what? Since a lot of Pokemon in this gym are electric type, I better play it safe. I'm going to go ahead, go back and grab Diglett. I will fight these gym trainers with Diglett, and when I come back, hopefully it'll be a Dugtrio. But I'm going to go off for a little while, and I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we're back. Funny thing about that gym there, it's not quite like the gym in, okay, what was his name? Surge, Lieutenant Surge's gym, because, like, half the Pokemon in there aren't even electric types. They'll know electric moves, but they're not really electric types here. Okay, yeah. Elite move for Sand Tomb. Do I want to do that? Power 35, accuracy 95. I really don't see me using Sand Tomb here. Anyway, I didn't train a Dugtrio. Watch. You gonna turn around? Gotta sneak past this guy. He has 6 Pokemon in his team, so I really don't want to fight him right now. Anyway, let's see, what was I saying before? Oh yeah, Combusken. Ooh, that guy's got a shiny Steelix. Combusken is good for that gym because he has Fire-type moves, and, like, 2 of Watson's Pokemon, I think, are Steel-type, so it works out really well. But the reason I'm training Dugtrio right now is because in the 4th gym, and I think I told you this already, I forget though, it's going to be a Fire-type gym. So if I need somebody to fall back upon, Dugtrio will be able to do the job. Just gotta get around these guys here. Be careful not to jump on that button there by accident. Let's see, should I put Combusken out front just to see how he does? Because if I keep Dugtrio out front, he'll probably just demolish all these guys by himself, and Combusken won't get any experience. I'll try it. I really doubt I'm going to lose this battle, because the team I have right now, it's good against electric types, more or less. Because Alakazam's fast enough, Dugtrio, he's a ground type for obvious reasons. Combusken, he's my starter, and he's pretty high leveled. Well, okay, he's not that high leveled, but he's at a good level for where he is right now. Ah, static. That's the problem with double kick. Even if you don't get static for the first one, Jeez, train. You'll get static for the second kick if you're unlucky. Alright. Who's your next one? Manectric. Okay, so this is where Dugtrio will probably come in handy. Let's see, I'm going to try one double kick. I think I can survive whatever he dishes out here for one hit. And I can't! I stand corrected. Okay, wow, it's a lot tougher than I thought. Well, then again, I'm usually not this terrible with my luck. Defense 0 through 4. Special defense is pretty good, though. I'm still not sure quite why I got killed by that. Alright, magnitude, critical hit. What was this? Magnitude 7, critical hit. That's kind of overkill right there. Okay, Magneton. I don't think it matters which magnitude this is because there's no way Magneton's doing another critical hit. Okay, magnitude 7. I guess I don't mind that Dugtrio's getting a little bit more experience in for this battle because it will come in handy in the 4th gym. Electrike. Yeah, those were his best 2 Pokemon right there, so there's really nothing he can do now. Magnitude 6. I kind of sort of wish that Dugtrio did get knocked out just so that Alakazam could get a bit more experience, because after the 4th gym, I'm just going to drop Dugtrio. He's not going to be of any further use to me, but I guess he was good for more Pokedex data. Jeez, that freight train. Oh, another Shockwave. Okay, so I got 2 Shockwave TMs now. I could teach Alakazam Shockwave, although, I don't know, that seems like kind of a waste, but then again, Shockwave's never that good to begin with. Alright, got 29 in the deck, so at this point in the game, that's a good, healthy number. Get rid of the trainer here. Okay, all the traps are disabled, moving right along. I like this gym a little bit better. Yeah, it gets in your way a bit, but it's not quite as much of a dick to you. Anyway, what I was saying before I get off track, which I do a lot, is that you have choices. And now that you can use Rock Smash, you can actually go to, Wally's hometown, and use Rock Smash on the rocks over there and get the HM Strength. But since you don't really need Strength at the moment, I'm just going to save that for a little bit later on, because I don't want to have to keep dodging trainers over and over. Okay, if you want to, you could stop by these guys. This is the Wind Street House right here, and your reward for beating several of this family in a row, I think 4 of them in a row, is a Macho Brace. Now, for the story, that's not all that great, but what I'm going to do is I'll fight this guy, and I'll be right back once I beat him. Alakazam could use a little bit more experience, because, you know, level 21, he's still technically the lowest level in the party, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, what I discovered was, once Alakazam became level 23 after fighting those Wind Streets and getting their Macho Brace, Combusken became the new lowest level Pokemon in the party. And no, Zigzagoon does not count. So I figured what I'd do is, to not waste your time, was to just pretty much clear out every single trainer around here and around the entire radius of Mauville. Because at level 22, you know, Combusken's really not that good after fighting this gym. I mean, you saw that he went down pretty quickly against the gym leader there, so I raced him up to level 28 because my goal here is, before I leave this region, I want to have a Blaziken. So, in order to do that, I really should focus mostly on Combusken. Oh, also, while I was off, Ivysaur got to level 31 and learned Double Edge, which I replaced, what's that other move called? Crap, I can't remember. It's just like Double Edge. But anyway, he's very close to becoming Venusaur, so, you know, I'll use him if I need to and just get Venusaur in there. Actually, wonder if this would do it. He's still got a bunch of experience to go, but anyway, Combusken went from 22 to 28, so he's become a much more competent Pokemon in the party again. Because he wasn't really pulling his weight before, but now he should have no problem doing that. So, I like him because he's a pretty good all-around Pokemon. He's got a bunch of different moves that are good for different situations. Like, you know, if somebody like withdraws their grass type, if he's using a fire move and puts out a water type, he can simply use Double Kick and it should be pretty effective. Huh, I was expecting to run into more Pokemon around here. Alright, a Numel. Let's see. I don't think I can catch these things later on, can I? I can't remember. Well, whatever, they're around here, so I'll go ahead and capture this one. Why not? Oh yeah, and Combusken learned Quick Attack. I'm running a little low on Pokeballs. Let's see, Jolly Nature, that's not terribly good nature on Numel, but boy, its stats are pretty good. I might be able to get something if I traded this one. Alright, so anyway, I got through a bunch of tedious trainer battles here, and these guys those trainers right there that I was about to go between, you know, you can sneak around them, but I figure since I'm going back through this way again, what's the point? And Combusken needs to get in all he can, because even at level 28 right now, he's still got, let's see, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. He's got a good 8 levels to go before he becomes Blaziken, so I don't want him to spare any expense here with the training. So fighting the Shroomish here. You know what? You probably don't want to see these battles either, so I will be back. Alright, I'm back. Just got done beating the very first cool trainer in this game. One cool trainer, Wilton. And this guy's kind of a dick because he's one of those people who uses like a super potion or an item on his Pokemon whenever it gets injured too badly. Anyway, I'm picking up here even though there's more trainer battles because I want to include this as part of the journey. And again, I apologize for that train in the background. If you guys can hear it or feel it, it's just... Anyway, the secret bases in this game, I'm still not entirely sure how they work, and by the time you watch this, they may have actually changed that dynamic, but you can actually make secret bases here. So there's this lonely old lady here, take your time and rest up, and you heal your Pokemon, and she says, oh, your Pokemon are still tired, you should take another nap, even though they're all completely healed. So it's like, don't go, stay with me forever and ever and ever and ever. Poor lonely old lady, but kind of creepy. And the worst part is, even in the update of this game with, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, she still was saying, don't leave, stay with me. So, I don't know, kind of weird. Anyway, so here's the second cool trainer of the game, female cool trainer. Her Pokemon aren't that tough, but the team's pretty diverse for this point in the game. And, being the typical cool trainer, smart AI, they're switching around the Pokemon. Not that it really makes a big difference. I know I keep saying this, but Combusken is awesome because of his double kick. Very few Pokemon in this game have a strong strength against the attack type. Wingle's an exception to the rule, but I wonder if double kick wouldn't have taken him out in 2 kicks as well. Anyway, Combusken's getting up there. Level 30, 2 down, 6 to go. That's not Rosé. Alright. Ember, this should take it down in 1 hit. Level 30 versus level 17. Yeah, now Combusken's back where he needs to be, so... Yeah, Alakazam, unfortunately, is in the back of the party again, but... You know what? By the time we get back to Kanto, he'll be pulling his weight just fine. And about Alakazam, he's not... I don't know if he's really that great of a Pokemon as far as attacks go, because... Yeah, he's got Psybeam, but that's like his only good attack. Base 65 power, it's not that great. Teleport, Confusion, Flash, when are you really going to use that in battle? So, I don't know. Alright, so I gotta get through a bunch of trainers here, and also this Asheville grassland, so I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Alright everybody, I'm back. I didn't actually fight all the trainers around here just yet, but as you can see, I got Combusken's level up again, and also I'm trying to catch the Slugma here. While I was off screen, I also caught a Sandshrew and a Spinda, which isn't really anything to brag about, but, just kind of a reminder that I am trying to catch new Pokemon here so that my Pokedex stays up to date here. So let's see, Trainer, Pokedex is 33 right now, so... still got a few more to go until I get to that 50 mark. But I'm making pretty healthy progress. Whoops! I'm sorry, I thought that was an item there. I forgot that that was a Ninja Kid. Anyway, if you go into that house right there, that's the Glassblower's house, and he'll give you that soot sack so that you can walk around in this sooty grasslands collecting soot so that he can make flutes for you, or, if you're really hardcore, furniture for your secret base. Honestly, I'm not too concerned about that stuff. I don't care. But, you do it if you want to do it. I don't know how effective the flutes are. It's, repelling Pokemon or drawing them closer. Black flute, white flute. Or the flute that keeps you from being confused or curing confusion. I just don't mess with that stuff. I just never really thought of it as an effective strategy. If you do it, good for you. I'm just not worrying about it. Also, another thing, again, while I was off, Combusken learned Bulk Up, which really isn't all that great of a Combusken move, but, I replaced Sand Attack with it because I've pretty much never used Sand Attack. So, alright, get that. I'm 32.